Let's go to Lauren in Springfield, Illinois. Lauren, what are you doing?
Yo, I am cleaning someone else's house.
Hey, do you have the permission to be in there?
Yes, actually.
Oh, man.
This time.
This call would have been such a better call if you were like, no, I broke in. Man, I thought we were on something. Okay, I never have done this. I don't remember on the show. Jenna gave me your email.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Here's what you wrote. I always get like a sentence or two. That's like, hey, this call may be about this, especially if it's like, I've got I got OCD, I've got narcissism disorder, whatever, so that I can make sure I'm calling the right experts to make sure I know what I'm talking about. This one, she just gave me the email. Here it reads. By the way, this call we should be sponsored today by everyone's favorite drink in a bag, Capri Sun.
There's only one Capri Sun.
I feel like I'm a Capri Sun, and my husband, daughter, and even my dog all have straws. Yes. I'm feeling overworked, out-touched, and exhausted. I want to meet the needs of my family without feeling drained in the process. Can you help me work through this? Dude, email of the day. Way to go.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's not like a contest with points, but you did good.
Well, no.
You did
that's
good.
Fine.
All
I'll
right,
take it.
tell me what's going on. That's that's an incredible picture you painted for me.
I'm very descriptive, I think. I try to be very descriptive
I love
with
it.
everything I do.
I love it.
That was sent at like 2:30 in the morning one night. I was laying in bed and I was like, I feel like I'm at my wit's end. So that's when it happened.
Okay.
And several things have happened since then, and things have gotten a little better.
No. No. I know people like you, and you're walking it back because that's who you are.
Yes, that's true.
Don't walk it back. Tell me what's going on.
Okay. Well, I quit my job after working for almost 7 years as a dental hygienist. I quit, and I have decided to start my own business in cleaning and getting permission in people's houses. And
so you stopped cleaning people's mouths and you started cleaning their toilets.
What more do you want? Like it's a meticulous cleaner.
I bet you're amazing at this. Okay, so you quit your business. You started your own job. Okay.
Yeah. And so I have an incredible husband. I have such a sweet 2.5-year-old daughter, and I have a 6-year-old Boston Terrier. And I am everyone's favorite in this house. I am the glue. My husband calls me the glue that holds everybody together. Everybody loves to be touched and loved on and loves it when the house is clean. And then at the end of the day, I just feel so exhausted.
Yes.
I feel very drained.
Of
and
course.
I feel bad that I feel that way because I love them all very much. But there's times where I'm like laying in bed at 2:30 a.m. feeling like a Capri Sun.
Yeah, your body isn't a wonderland. Your body's a jungle gym. It might be a wonderland. That's not for me to say, but it's a jungle gym. So listen, who told you that your job was to take care of everybody else? That's an old story you've been playing for a long time.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm the oldest of 4. I'm a product of divorce.
Hey-o.
I have ADD.
Well,
and I'm a peacekeeper.
Hey, there you go. So ADD is a response to chaos. It's our body's way of dealing with chaotic. It can be maternal environments. I mean, prenatal environments. It can be childhood adventures, probably both and in your case. And good God almighty. And you also got to play mom number 2, right?
Yeah, I did. And so my mom, she has high expectations of herself all the time. And I think I translate that into high expectations of me. And if I don't keep things a certain way, then I feel like I'm letting her down too, I think, is what I internalize it as.
Gotcha.
So it's just, and then I end up shutting down and just trying to keep everybody happy is my default.
Yep.
And then I don't realize it until I'm totally frazzled. And then my husband's probably kind of shocked too. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
How long have y'all been married?
We have been married going on 3 years. We've been together for about 6. And
Okay.
it's been a whirlwind. I'll tell you what, we got together, and about a year and a half later, we were engaged, also renovating a house, also living in it, and then planning a wedding. And then we're like, hey, let's have a kid.
Heyo.
And so we did that. So I feel like there are days I feel like I really didn't take the time to get to know him
Mhm.
as well as he got to know me. And
He doesn't know you.
maybe not.
He doesn't.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
I'm going to rattle off a series of questions that I don't want you to answer. Okay?
Okay.
When's the last time you said, you've got dinner this week and here's what I want to eat? When's the last time you said, this is the kind of sex we are having and I'm taking the lead? When's the last time you said, I'm off bedtime duty for 5 days in a row because I'm exhausted? Or
Mhm.
I need you to be at home and because I'm going to the gym and I know it's 6 o'clock, but this is going to be best for me.
Hmm.
Those questions sound nuts to you.
Yeah.
Okay. And so your husband has an incredible picture of a hilarious, super fun, up for anything wife.
Hmm.
He's got a great picture of a rock star human being, someone who will work themselves until their body's like, and we're out. We're done. But
yeah.
It will wake up at 2 a.m. to remind you of the guilt, which is the gasoline that keeps the engine running.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
engine ultimately melts together and never runs again.
Yeah,
The
and that's
bo-
what I'm afraid of, that ultimately we're going to raise our daughter and then look at each other and say, who is this person in my house? Get out.
Or you're going to inadvertently present a picture to your daughter of this is what getting through life
Mhm.
looks like.
Hmm.
And if she happens to have your bubbly, joyful personality, she'll be able to fake it too.
Hmm.
But she might not. She might just be more of a quiet introvert. She might be someone who likes to get her head screwed on straight and then go out into the world, and the world's going to destroy her for it.
Yeah.
And so the greatest gift, and this is going to sound counterintuitive, the greatest gift you could give your family is to start answering these questions. What do you want?
Hmm.
And what do you need so that you can show up and help other people with what they need?
Hmm.
The greatest gift a husband and wife can give each other is to be really articulate and clear. Here's what I need right now. And then the other partner says, here's what I need right now. And we work together to help as best we can meet each other's needs so that they can then help meet our needs. And then we end up in this beautiful circle like a wedding band, and it never stops. And the needs change over time, and the beliefs change over time. And the things that I think are fun or not fun change over time. Things I think are sexy and not sexy change over time. But we keep showing up and saying, all right, what do you need in this season? What do you need in this season? And here's what I need in this season. And you leave out the other part of that equation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And I don't want to, it's not to blame you never blame a 2.5-year-old. They're just 2.5. They don't know it. And I'm not going to blame your husband. He just sounds like he's a great human being. This is just the deal he signed up for. This will be weird. It will be different. And the men I've talked to, and this is me included, think the end of the world has come when their wife starts speaking up. And it's much better to speak up because you desire it, not because I have to or I'm going to end up in ashes. You hear what I'm saying? You can own this or it just happens. Right?
Yeah.
Usually after kid number 2 or 3 and somebody's on the brink of an affair or whatever, like somebody loses a job and then it all comes out. It sounds like you're not quite there yet. You're on the front end of this deal that you can say, hey, I've kept what I need quiet for a long time, and you're such an amazing partner here. Here's what I'm going to start practicing speaking up for needs. These are called boundaries, by the way. I'm going to start speaking up for these things along the way, and Will you work with me on this? Invite him into this. My guess is he's going to be all about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good about, he's always like, just say what you need. And I'm like, that's what I struggle with.
That's right.
I can't.
Okay, so give me a couple of hints. Nope, not a couple of hints. Give me a couple of things.
So
Hold on, let me back up. You were not allowed to tell your mom what you needed because what you needed didn't matter. Nobody cared.
Right.
And your
Right.
3 knuckleheaded brothers, do you have all brothers?
I have a brother and a sister and another brother, a younger brother
Okay.
that was in the next marriage. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's even more fun, right? Now that's a whole
Another
that's a
call.
whole other call, exactly. So they could give the 5 box of farts what your needs were. They don't care, right? And so saying your needs out loud got you in trouble. It hurt you. Your body had learned over time, do not say these things out loud because we're not allowed to. And so you're going to have to fight your own body for a season, and not physically, but you're going to have to walk alongside yourself as you learn how to say things out loud because your body's going to say, if you say that out loud, he might leave.
Mm-hmm.
If you say a need out loud, he might say, I'm not doing that. Probably he won't, but that weight is going to be so a lot. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so
I already feel it.
I know you do. So practice with me. Give me a couple of needs.
I need to go to bed and the dishes are done.
Okay.
And the living room looks like nobody lives there. So every morning I wake up, it's like a fresh start.
Okay.
And
So let's drill into that one need. What's one step below that? So what does that mean?
so that means, he works a later shift than I do.
No.
Annie and I are in our bed and he comes home and he does have time to be able to do that. And so when I wake up and things aren't done, I'm like, oh, well, you had a golden opportunity, brother.
Does he know that?
I've said it in the past that I don't think it got through or it wasn't said the way it was most meaningful, probably.
So clear is kind.
Yeah.
Here's the best way to have this conversation. I'm practicing saying my needs out loud, and this is hard for me because I've never done it. And Mom used to get really, wouldn't hear it. So I love you, and we're going to practice this together. Is that cool? And he'll say, that's cool, of course. And say, from the hours of 6 to 9 o'clock, I have to feed a kid, feed an adult, feed 2 adults. We've got dishes. We've got house. Got to get this kid bathed, which is at 2.5. By the way, that changes in a few years. It's so great when they just start bathing themselves. It's like you get your whole life back. It's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, hang in there. But I got to bathe the kid. I also need, whether you think so or not, I need the house, like for me to sleep, I need the house to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also the time we do it. So there's only so many minutes. I can spend time here, I can spend time here, or I can spend time here.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's like most men I know, he'll be like, sweet, consider the dishes done. I'll even vacuum, right? We can figure some of that out. And by the way, some days, my body has been in service to this 2.5-year-old. And so it is not going to be up for in service to a 29-year-old too. I need my body back.
I feel that.
Okay?
Yeah, I feel that. I breastfed for way too long, man.
Okay.
I tell you what. No longer anymore, obviously, but I feel like I just got out of that.
All kinds of people
body.
call this show. Yeah.
Right, true.
You're just getting it back, right?
Yeah.
You're just getting it back, and that's a whole other phone call too. But all that to say is this. Practice speaking your needs out and practice being very, very clear.
Mm-hmm.
This is also a great time for him to have permission to say his needs out loud too.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is when you can say, okay, cool. We're going to start putting cleaning on the calendar. Or our nighttime routine, you're going to take a lap around the house, make sure the dishes are up, make sure the counters are wiped off, and make sure the living room is cleaned up. It's going to take literally 7 minutes to do those 3 things. 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And your wife gets to have a full night of sleep.
Right.
Right? And he's going to say, it's been 2.5 years. I need more intimate time with you. Great.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put that on the calendar. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can think about it all day. I'll even send you weird texts if you like, whatever. We're going to think about it, but we're going to put it on the calendar. That way we're both on the same page here. Then your needs are going to allow me to meet your needs, and then my needs are going to allow you to meet. So, and now we're working together. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
if we both give a little, then one of us won't be trying to give everything. You know.
Well, if you both give a lot in service to each other, then you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right
definitely.
now you're having to survive because everyone's draining you. Let's flip that thing around. And while you're filling other people up, he has now plugged his straw back. Well, this is going to get awful. So I'm just going to leave it there. He is helping you and you're helping him. How about that?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. So here's the step forward. You initiate it because it's going to be hard for you. This is the homework assignment. You initiate the call, the conversation. You say, Saturday morning, I'm getting a babysitter. You and me are going to breakfast, and we're going to talk about needs. So his homework assignment over the next 48 hours is to write down like some needs that he has, some things that bring him life, that bring him joy, that bring him connection, that bring him peace. And you will bring yours. And yours are not less than, because he's going to say things like, I need to hold the baby. And you're going to say like, I need the dishes done. All of the needs count, all of them. And then we're going to sit down and say, okay, let's get an actual calendar and see how we can make this work. Let's see how we can make this work. Let's do this together. And then we're going to practice it, because there's going to be a night he forgets to do the dishes, and you're going to wake up and think, oh, my husband hates me. He does, and he forgot. You're going to remind him. And he's going to go, I know. And he's going to get it done. And then there's going to be a night that's a Wednesday night, and it's got a star by it, and you're going to be like, dude, I'm so tired. And he's going to be like, but we had it on the calendar. And you're going to be like, I can't. I know. Okay. We're going to practice meeting each other's needs so that each other can meet each other's needs, so that each other can meet each other's needs, and off into the future together. You, my sister Lauren, are amazing. And I don't say that lightly. He is lucky to have you. Your baby girl's lucky to have you. Your community's lucky to have you. And now I want you to be lucky you have you. You're worth saying, here's what I need.